At the Oregon Historical Society, across from some beautiful roses in the park and fresh running water to drink. The Historical Society is quite large in Portland. It's got 3 floors and it seemed to be very extensive. Interesting church next door. This is some artwork photography of the natural landscape here. This is Cathedral Peak, first one on the left. The Needles on the coast of Oregon. Haystack Rock and Cannon Beach. 3 Sisters, Maximus Outing. You can see here, Washington Park is one of the most predominant parks in the city where the International Rose Garden is. You see here, they used to have ways to get there by pulley. A nickel per ride. This was the park keeper's house. Early days, and this is the Cupid statue I had mentioned. It's no longer there. The photo from 1910. What we have here is leftover churches. A merchant ship for a fur company. It depicts a very settler, very basic lifestyle after the reset and the beautiful civilization that used to be here. Some of the interesting things in the state. A lot of basic information about Oregon and the area being settled. So this was the Historical Society experience. This is the main entrance to the art museum. I see they have a Mark Rothko pavilion. I remember his artwork. It's very, very sort of abyss-like. Just using colors, big slabs of color adjacent to each other. A lot of empty space. Mark Rothko, very famous. His work is mind-numbing. Again, a lot of empty space, dark forms, isolated forms. Northwest Coast Indian art, 1870 to 1938, this artist lived. Person is a table. Beautiful space, not much in it. Looks like a ghost. So far I've seen quite a lot of modern art. But here we go. Something I can at least feel familiar with. Winged statues. Auguste Rodin. The Call to Arms. Claude Monet. One of my favorite, the way they use their brushes. This is Baudin, Le Havre in France. Example of pointillism. Here's some silver, my gosh. This craftsmanship. Claude Monet, water lilies. He did a lot of water lilies. They're shown in many galleries. I love at least one in New York City. This is a different artist named Hassam. This one, his name is McKim. Cascade Head. A giant head. David with the head of Goliath. Greek art. Circa 450 AD, BCE. Wow. With centaurs. You don't see that every day. Just outside the Art Museum and the Historical Society is this beautiful park. I'm attending a show at the Keller Auditorium tonight. Mamma mia. So the Keller Auditorium was opened in 1917 and it went through major overhauls in the 60s. Quite a lovely venue. And it was a huge structure and it's been renovated. It had a tower, a cupola, or at the top like an open air patio type of thing. This is the top floor mezzanine. They used to have a cafe, but they no longer serve dinner anymore. The bones of the place are very large. This has this grandiose feeling from the old days, even if it has been modernized. Wonderful experience. I'm at the Oregon Rail Heritage Center in Portland, Oregon, one of the major hubs in the Northwest for all transportation. These are old trains, and I'm going to take a train ride. Most interesting bridge. It's rather small, but very interesting design. It's a railroad map. It used to crisscross the country and be an important part of transportation. And most of them have been cut off. This is equipment they still use to fix the trains and make parts, things like that. It's amazing. Yeah, so the train was supposedly had been built in 1905. Of course, it was probably earlier. Isn't this amazing? And they still use these. This one, the Polson Logging Company. So yeah, trains took everything, still do to this day. Container trucks, one train equals 100 trucks, semis for hauling items. Look at the scale of these things and the weights. And those are brakes. They still use these locomotives for tours, Holiday Express tours, and they attach passenger trains to them. And they're waiting to get this one operational. These are steam trains. Oh yeah, this is where they turn the trains around. See this big circle? They can change directions. So they actually serve meals on these old trains. Mount Hood Brewing Company. Just outside of the museum. Across the train tracks. Here's the train I'm waiting for the tour along the Willamette River. So you see, this is the indoor part of the train. Pretty simple. I'm sure it was pretty extravagant once upon a time. It used to be the way to travel. Interesting bridge we have here in Portland.
Ooh, it smells good.
Little trains. Look at these steeples and these bridges. Aren't they cool? Watch your step. Willamette River to my right. See the bike path. Pleasure crafts, road floating. That's the high rises right on the water. These old trees. Oregon doesn't respect this tree. He punched my ticket, A for Ascension. This is Oak pleasant with a very fine train, and they had sleeper. This is a sleeper train that they gutted, and they have special events for like the holidays and use special locomotives. The train ride, it was kind of fast because they were a little late, but anyway, it was good to see like the Willamette River and how people used to travel with leisure. These old trains, and they still work.